Hey guys, welcome back to Clash with Corey. Thanks for coming to hang out with me for another Clash of Clans video. Today, we're going to be talking all about Queen Charge or Queen Walk Miner at Town Hall 10. I've got 4 excellent examples for you, including this beautiful one from Dan. And he's actually going to fat finger a heal on this raid, just out in the middle of nowhere, and he's going to crush it anyways. So, 4 great attacks, but this one made me chuckle for sure. So we're going to save this one for last. Let's get into the rest of these right now.
Nerf this!
We're going to get going right away on this first example because we got 4 to get through. If you guys are new to my channel, or just if you haven't subscribed yet, smash that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, because I'm making new Clash of Clans videos for you every single day. So going to start down here with a queen and a baby dragon to get funneling established. Definitely a fresh hit because that baby dragon's not going to get all done that he wanted. He was trying to get this funnel really established right here, but the Tesla farm pops up and kind of makes it a hairy starting spot for the queen. It's kind of hard to determine from right here which way she's going to go exactly, but luckily she's going to cooperate. She's going to go the right way. Has to use a rage to get through that enemy barbarian king, but you got to plan on that. If you're going to face an enemy hero, you're going to have to use a rage to get through it. Unless the base you're attacking has some lower level heroes, then you're not going to need a rage. But if they're comparable, or if you're hitting max bases, max heroes, you're going to need that rage. Guys, this is probably one of the most versatile attacks in Clash of Clans right now, and I'll tell you why. Because with miners, there's not a lot that you absolutely have to get. Every other kind of troop, well, mostly, you know what I mean, you know, hogs or loons or something like that, you have directives that you have to get, and with miners, there's not a lot. Like, you gotta take care of the enemy CC. If it's a damaged CC, you know, as long as it's not a hound, you have to take care of that. But that's really the only thing you have to get to triple with miners. So, you know, and other than that, you got to create pathing. You got to grab some value, sure, but you get to pick what kind of value that is. You don't necessarily have to get wizard towers. You don't necessarily have to get inferno towers or expos or anything like that, or sweepers or air defenses. So, I mean, you got to grab some value and create some pathing, but you have such a great amount of freedom in where on the base you choose to do that, because miners can deal with pretty much everything. So you got to grab some value, create some pathing, but you can pick where that value is, which defenses you want to get down, where your best spot for a queen walk, queen charge is, because there's really not a lot that the miners can't handle on their own. They can handle heroes, they can handle infernos, they can handle wizard towers. As long as you got enough heals for them, they can take care of it. So very, very versatile attack, and that's why we're seeing it used with a lot of success, honestly, from Town Hall 10 all the way up to Town Hall 12. But you know, today we're talking about Town Hall 10, and it's very versatile and very successful there for sure. So very nice attack by Goldeneye, getting this base just taken care of. Queen charged over, Queen walked over here, charged into here, using that stone slammer to break in, and really created some nice pathing. So the path was left for the miners, just this section over here, moving around a nice little L shape that a lot of times is left when you create some nice pathing in a base, whether it's hogs, loons, or miners. You want to create that L shape or straight narrow shape, just really narrowing the pathing left for him. And guys, this base is wrecked. Worth noting, he had a P.E.K.K.A. as well. Used a P.E.K.K.A. for the other side of the funnel. You can use, you know, to get the queen in, you can use P.E.K.K.A., you can use a king, and then on the other side, funneling outer side buildings for the miners on the inside, trying to keep them inside the base on those defenses. You can use a P.E.K.K.A. or a king for that as well. Let's get down to our next example. Enemy team number 28. Here we go. Going to be Brandonium doing this one right here. Going to be an interesting little queen charge here. A lot of times you walk into a queen charge. This one, he's just going to charge straight in. A little bit late on those healers, so he's going to have to burn a rage a little early. But gets this funnel established over here. Really don't want the queen walking around this way. Really don't want her walking around this way. Gonna use a couple loons to cut out this archer tower just to really make sure. A couple loons with a wizard behind. Really make sure the queen doesn't try to walk around the base. Make sure she follows that wall wrecker right inside the base. Very nicely done. He's only going to have 20 miners for this raid. I wouldn't have been comfortable going into a raid with only 20 miners, I don't think. That doesn't sound like enough to me, but obviously it is if you create some good pathing and get some good value, because he's going to wreck this base just fine. He's running into an Ice Golem CC right now, and that is going to burn up some time. Look at this. Oh my gosh. He's got Valkyries in there. Those Valkyries would have been long dead due to those Ice Golems freezing them, but the healer stepped up and actually started healing the Valkyries. That's the only reason those Valks were not dead by the time those freezes Ice Golems wore off. But unfortunately, that's also going to put those healers in range of this air defense. So those healers, they're almost toast already. That queen is eventually going to go down because of it. But look at this nice big section of the base that was taken out by that queen charge and the wall wrecker and the Valkyries and the CC, really creating, once again, a nice little L shape on the outside of the base. Now he's going to use his king on the outside, just like we were talking about on that last raid, trying to get rid of all these outer trash buildings. He's actually got several wizards behind his king too. Good idea, really making sure that king roars through that side and keep those miners on the defenses inside the base. And that's a big part of why he's going to have success with only 20 miners on this base, because that king going around the outside with those wizards really funneling all that trash. Now miners are finally ducking outside. King a lot of times not going to last the whole raid. He can funnel as much as he can funnel, and then for the last little bit of it, usually your miners are going to duck out, have to deal with some trash. But Brandonium's going to be nice and patient with that last heal. Probably going to come down with it pretty soon, right on the edge there, so that it covers these defenses on the way in, and even covers the edge of this expo. Remember, you don't have to heal the defenses, you just have to heal where your miners are going to be when they're on that defense. So even though that heal just barely touched the corner of this expo, it was the corner that those miners were on. If it wouldn't have worn off so soon, it would have healed them through that whole expo there. But guys, this base is wrecked. Once again, he charged his queen in, he took care of the enemy CC, he created some pathing, and boom, wrecked the rest of this base with miners. Very nicely done by Brandonium. Excuse me. Enemy team number 23 is going to be our next example, and then we're going to end on that attack where Dan manages to fat finger heal. Who knows, maybe it was on purpose, maybe he knew the base was wrecked and just swagged it really early. You know, that's what we usually call it when we accidentally fat finger a spell. We just call that pre-swag. So here we go. Goldeneye coming down. I've seen a ton of these bases. How about you guys? Like the kind of diamond bases? And a lot of times I don't know what to do with them. But Goldeneye is going to break this one down very, very nicely. Baby Dragon up here kind of let his queen charge walk down. Now that double space a lot of times is going to prevent her from going this way. But these trash buildings on the outside were still left up. So even though there's a double space in here, there was trash buildings out here to draw her over to the left. So there we go. Poison down on that enemy CC. Goes ahead and rages the queen and healers up because she had 2-point defenses. Oh wait, 3 counting the expo. So yeah, that rage was definitely needed. She's taking some heavy fire. She's going to get slowed down a little bit by that ice golem, but that actually gives that stone slammer enough time to get in there, get a drop off, opening up a ton of this base. All of a sudden, look how much access this queen charge has. She can reach this. Oh my gosh, those Stone Slammer is amazing at opening up so many walls. It pairs so well with the Queen Charge. Now all of a sudden, this Queen has access to just a ton of this base, just from those walls that Stone Slammer opened up for her. That Rage kind of missed. Unfortunately, that Sweeper was pushing this Stone Slammer out, or something did, because those Valkyries, they did not go for that multi-target Inferno. That Rage could have got better value, but you know what, it's not gonna matter just because this queen's got so much access in here. King's down on the other side, funneling those trash buildings on the outside while miners are moving through the rest of it. And it's always nice when your queen is in there working right alongside the miners, because that way she's not taking all the damage from all these defenses. Some of those defenses are being tanked by the miners. Some of those defenses are being tanked by the queen, which is nice because she doesn't have any rages left. She doesn't have an ability left. Guys, she's going to go down fast if those miners weren't in there helping her. In fact, she is going to go down right here, but she got plenty of value. She took care of a ton of this base along with that Stone Slammer, leaving a nice narrow path left for the miners. And if you guys can do that, take care of the enemy CC, get a bunch of value, and create some really thin pathing for your miners, you're gonna have a lot of success with it. So there we go. This base is wrecked. Now let's take a look at this attack from Dan. He's gonna crush this base, even though he fat fingers the heal. Love it. Absolutely love it. And that's gonna be number 25. Here we go. Another way, you know, you don't always have to charge the queen in. You know, that works really well a lot of times. We already have kind of a narrower base right here, narrower paths. With that kind of base, look at this. The CC is drawable. All he had to do was put 4 hogs on this mortar. They destroyed the mortar, went in range, drew the entire CC out here to his queen. Now, his queen's not taking a lot of damage out here, so she's not going to need a rage to get through that CC. She's only taking damage from 1 archer tower, so the poison is going to slow that CC down enough that he does not have to rage his queen. And Dan is a freaking expert at queen charges, queen walks, knowing when he has to rage his queen and knowing when he can save that rage for later. So queen's gonna be frozen. She's on ice for just a little bit, but you know what, once that wears off, she's gonna be just fine. Kings come down on the other side. This is like a queen walk into a mass miner style attack. This is a style attack we see so often when everybody's using hounds in their CC, and nowadays nobody's using hounds in their CC, so we don't see it that much anymore. But if you can draw that CC out, you can still use this kind of attack. Just kill the CC as part of your queen walk or queen charge, and you know, once you kill that CC, you're all good for the miners for the rest of the base. Now king is narrowing it down on this side, queen is narrowing it down, grabbing some nice splash damage defenses on this side right here, leaving a much narrower path for the miners. Once again, there we go, guys. There's that heal out in Never Neverland. You know, I don't know, maybe he meant to do that, but I doubt it. That's a little early to be swagging, but who knows. Not gonna matter. Base is wrecked. No splash damage whatsoever on the backside of this base, so honestly not really gonna need to heal because he still had a ton of miners up. He still got his queen up, full health, most if not all of her healers. This base is wrecked, not a little bit but a lot of it. -1 swag heal. Very nicely done by Dan. So there you guys go. Hope you enjoyed the attacks. You know, like I said, once again, this is one of the most versatile attacks in Clash of Clans right now, if not the most versatile. If you can figure out a way to create some pathing and take care of that enemy CC, you can wreck with miners. Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11, Town Hall 12. You know, and you have so much freedom, you know, because you don't have to get the king, you don't have to get the queen, you don't have to get infernos. You know, as long as you can create some really nice pathing, grab some value and take care of the enemy CC, you can crush with miners. So there you guys have it. If you're new to my channel, or just if you haven't yet, check out the details below all my videos. Click that little down arrow or the one that says see more info. In there, you're going to find links to all my social media, including my Discord server, which is hands down best, fastest, easiest way to get a hold of me. And more importantly, the link for WHF Family Recruiting Discord server is in there, you guys. WHF is recruiting right now, especially max Town Hall 11s, max Town Hall 10s. We've got kind of a backlog of Town Hall 12s right now, but if you're max 11 or max 10, you think you're ready, join that Discord server, read the README, follow the directions. It's pretty simple, guys, and WHF's an amazing place to clash. So with that, guys, I hope to see you inside WHF family. If you get in there, you know, send me a message on Discord and say hi. I hope to see you in my Discord server. Once again, when you join, be sure to say hi. I'd love to hear from you. But either way, guys, I will definitely see you in the next video.